Welcome back to the Sound for More channel. Today I have the pleasure to introduce you to Aries from Yonac, a fantastic rotary speaker and amplifier simulator. Before I continue, I would like to remind my viewers to subscribe as it helps with growing the channel. Thank you very much. Additionally, if you would like to participate in the giveaway, please do follow the instruction contained in the video description, courtesies of Yonac, of course. Thank you again. So we are inside the AUm, as you can see, and this is the rotary speaker and amp simulator as an insert effect. Indeed, if we close it, you can see we have an audio channel. I have inserted it here as an insert effect, and then up here we have a Bliss Omega with an organ preset selected. Now when you see a star here near the organ is because I decreased the overall volume, otherwise it would be picking. Then I have another MIDI channel, and in this MIDI channel I have chord jam and I also have chord bud. So both playing a combination of chords, of course with chord jam a little bit more elaborate, as you know, and they're both connected to Omega so that we can play a progression of chords or arpeggiating notes as well when it comes to chord jam. So let's remove first of all the effect, and let's listen to the organ without the effect. And now with chord jam. Okay, you have an idea of how that organ sounds. And this effect is really good. It's part of the Zodiac series of plugins and effects, which is coming from Yonac, and works really well with organ but also with guitar. For the purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to use this organ from Bliss Omega. So let's insert it in, and as you can see, typical interface from Yonac application, which works really well. Top left here, what it says in it, you can choose banks and preset. You have a lot of preset and a lot of different banks. Two banks, bank 1, bank 2, and also recent. And then here you have all the typical commands, including search, initialization, etc., etc. I covered those in previous tutorials, so I'm not going to cover them again here. But if you are interested in just please choose a previous tutorial on one of the Yonac application. Now click in it, and you can see here there is an X. Click on that to close that window. So it gives you also different type of cabinet here. You have 6 of them, which is really good that you can choose. You have brilliant images there as well, right? And I really like also the custom one because it shows you the inside. It's like looking at a Leslie rotary cabinet, right? Rotary speaker inside the cabinet. You can see here the speaker here. You have the horns here, which rotate, and then the drum here, which rotates, and then the amp module, the electronics, etc., etc. So if you want to know more, just please look at Wikipedia or look at other tutorial, or indeed, if there is a high request, then I will create a tutorial on how they work. But I really like each one of them because it gives you different characteristics. Now, let's play before we go through the controls. We are a choral setting here for rotary, which in you affect these with these low ear dial for horn and drum, and these are the rates, right? And then you have the fast setting as well, if you're familiar with this type of rotary speaker and amp. You have the fast, which will work for both horn and drum in tremolo mode. Indeed, if I go to tremolo and I set and I change the fast, you can hear the typical sound from the rotary speaker. You can hear really the difference here when I put the dial here fast and maximum for the drum. You can hear the effect of the drum rotating, right? Which is quite different to have it on the horns. Yeah, in the middle you have a stop break, right, which is also reachable through some of the exposed parameter as well, which is great. And as you can see, consumption from the CPU is quite good. Then underneath the horn and drum section, you have two dials, one for the time it takes to accelerate the speed and one to decelerate, both for the horn and drum. Here you have the rotary settings and, of course, power on and off. Here you have the different cabinets which you can choose, so let's try. It's quite interesting because in some of them you get also the noise characteristic of those cabinets. If you hear behind, you can really hear that. And of course, you can adjust the input and output gain here. I adjusted the output a moment ago because it was picking on the USB out in AUM. See, the characteristic is quite different as you change them. Then on the right-hand side, for both horn and drums, you have setting for the different microphones. You have left and right pan, for both microphones. You have gain for microphone 1 and 2. And also you can set the distance and the angle as well of the microphone. And you can link, if you click link, the two will change at the same time, like so. Or if it's unlinked, it will change differently, right? So. You can hear the difference when the distance is very close on the drum, more mechanical sound. Even changing the angle is great. It allows you to actually change the characteristic and the tone. Now, here on the cogs, you have some setting for the MIDI channel. You can do MIDI learn. You can do CC, clearing CC maps as well, which is great. But then moving forward, you have an amp simulator. Here you can choose the different one, which is great. Of course, you can turn in on and off. You can adjust gain, low, cut, frequency. You can remove them, for example. And then you can enhance your bass, your mid, treble, reverb, and volume. Notice in this one you have also a presence control as well, which is great. You can hear definitely on the Bombay Special the difference when you turn on presence, right? And then you have post for post effect. Here you have an equalizer, which is fantastic, and you can adjust, of course, the bass, mid, treble, and the different gains. Then you have a room simulator, which is great, and it gives you the simulation of having a lot of microphones around the room, fantastic, and then a typical compressor with a mount and tack gain adjustment. It's great. This works really nicely. And let's try the equalizer now. And finally, the compressor. Okay, now let's try some of the presets. Basic clean. Be careful, you might have to adjust the output it might pick. Of course, now I'm changing it between one preset to the next. That is why you see a pick in certain cases. But hopefully you don't do that as you are playing. So this is the Aries Rotary speaker and amp simulator from Yonac. A truly fantastic effect. Please give it a try. It works really fantastically. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and as always, see you next time. Bye.